Hello and welcome along. Today we're back on the interior, and as you can see, we're in our main yard, in our main production yard. Today we have a lot of things to move about, so it's sort of musical production. We have a lot of planks over here that we need moving, a lot of wood chips. We have a lot of what I'm now calling block wood. I think seems to be. Sort of that thing, bits of block and bits of wood like that. And then up here, we run up here. Charcoal is producing well. In fact, I think it might have stopped at the moment, but we can put the block wood up here. And then we can, then we will sell off whatever we have left, whatever we don't have space for. And same with pallets. So we're going to move these pallets as well. So those need to go up here too. So we use the Massey for all of this work. So let's jump in. And away we go. So I'm going to start with the blocks over here. Get this one unloaded. As you can see, because everything's filled up, none of our factory stuff is processing anything at the moment. Right. There we go. So it's going to be a lot of moving stuff about. But the advantage of this is this will just get everything going again. And everything earning its money. We have a lot of money at the moment. We have 356,000. Which is a huge amount. What does this run out of, actually? It doesn't... water. Okay, so actually the first thing we need to do. For that... we're going to use something we haven't used in a while. Which is our other little yard tractor. Oh, you can see this has started back up again. So I'll leave the fuel here because the fuel is needed at this point. And away we go. Alright. So we need to get some water into here. Now I think we have some water in our water tanker. I'm hoping so. To try and go and get some is actually a bit of a trek. And this is, I don't really want to make that trek today. No, there's no water in our water trailer, so I'm going to have to leave it for now. But yeah, that's why our charcoal isn't running at the moment. So we'll get our blocks out of the way. And once we've done that, I will have to consider, we may have to get a more powerful tractor, because the trouble is, that little yard tractor isn't actually able to get the water back. It may be time to sell the Ford, unfortunately. Although actually it's quite good. We might go and attach it to the chipper there, because it's quite good at that. Whoa. There we are. Take this back up the top. So this is a lot of getting the processors, doing the stuff around the yard, making sure our charcoal production continues. Because the thing is, the charcoal production is the thing that makes the money on this map. Of course, as I said, we're out of water, so we need to go and try and get that. We may see if we can get the Massey to do that, actually. Anything with a bit of distance, Massey may be a better choice for. Alternatively, we can see what other tractors, because we have the money, we could go and buy a new tractor. And maybe replace our Ford. But the trouble is, we're just after something we can get up the hill in that case. Which seems to be a bit of an overkill for what we're trying to do. But we need something we can get down to the river and fill up. Yeah. We'll get all this in here. And as I said, whatever we can't fit in here, we will sell off. I think this will all fit in here, though. The capacity of this is quite large. Nope. There we go. That has almost produced an entire another full pallet of these. Oh no, it hasn't. It's still working at it. That's alright. I think what we're going to end up doing is probably taking stuff down to the bottom of the planks down to the bottom of the lorry, I would think, is what today is going to end up with. We have a lot of pallets, which is really useful. And we'll keep those up here for a while, but we always need to make more. And there is a pallet sell point down there as well. So if we have way more pallets than we need, that's not a problem. Again, everything we're looking at using to make money here and just get sorted with that. Sunlight is in the wrong position to get photos at the moment. There we go, that's better. Right. Keep the HUD off for a moment. Back we go. So yeah, lots of yard work. I think that actually is a pretty good description of what we're doing today. Is yard work. Lots and lots of yard work. Keeping these going, keeping this all running. Kind of want to unload our log trailer there. We don't really need that log trailer anymore, I don't think. Now that we have the lorry and the logs. There we go. How full is this? There we go. 65%, so it will still take plenty more, actually. There we go. Just one more to go after this, and then we can look at moving some pallets up here as well, and some planks into here, and that will mean that we're going to be in a good place with this after this, in that we're going to have everything clear, which means we can get on with doing a bit of forestry. I want to have a look at what we have. I think we probably want to upgrade our tractor and upgrade the forge to something else. And as a result, get ourselves a bigger water tanker as well. I think we might go and do that. We have got the money to do it at the moment, which should be really useful. I want to knock the one that's loading. There we go. Kind of got it at an angle. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Oh, unless it has actually fall off. Right, there we go. Let's get at this straight. That is a good idea. There we are. Now I'm kind of wondering how much the charcoal goes for up in the mountain and whether we can get the lorry up there. What I need to do is the lorry that we've got, the biggest issue is that it's not got any drive on the front wheels. I don't know if that's realistic for that lorry. But it certainly seems to be a weird thing. I would expect it to drive on the front wheels, but maybe I'm wrong. You know, with the wheels being closest to the engine. But I could be very wrong with that. These unload here, the pallets. There we go. The next thing we'll do after that is we'll move the wood chips across. It's quite nice that they, the first one, the first factory, creates its own fuel. Nothing is wasted there. The second factory does create wood chips, but it doesn't create its own fuels. So there we go. The other thing to do would be to get a little fuel lorry, maybe. Sorry, a little water tanker lorry. It's that last little steep bit that the little Ford can't handle. I think the solution is just a more powerful yard tractor. Something with a little more oomph than the 90 horsepower I think the little Ford has. So maybe we'll do that next time. I think possibly to have done would have been to have unloaded these up the top. Right, why I unloaded? Oh yeah, I know I unloaded them here because I was having trouble finding the space to unload them with the lorry. That's all right. We're getting them up here. We're getting it all sorted. And this is the again, this is one of those repetitive things that needs doing. In order to keep the money flowing. But I'm quite pleased with this. We've got the factory running quite nicely now in general. I'm just wondering. Well, no, I'm not just wondering that. if we need the. I'm not sure we need the forward about anymore. I'm just trying to think of a situation where we need 2 tractors. And we might not actually need 2 tractors anymore. We do need to get, actually, before we start working on the logging again, we are going to need to get the stump grinder. There we go. Yeah, stump grinder I think is going to be a little bit of a necessity. There we are. Right. Just 2 more. I'm amazed by how much money the first load of charcoal gave us. That was something quite exceptional. Oh, no, wrong place. Back over here. Ah, there we go. Right, so what we'll do with these last 2, because this is the loading area, we will just stack these here. That way, when it runs out, what it'll do is it will automatically take those. Alright. Just leaves us with 1 more to get, and we'll stack that there as well. And that is the maximum number of pallets that needs. So we don't need to bring any more pallets up here. We are done with the pallets. For now, at the very least. There we go. So, actually I'm going to ask you guys, what tractor should we get? What tractor do you think we should have on here? Because I think that's a good question. Good question to ask you guys. How many of these have we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, including this one. This one should give us some more stuff for our failing wood. There we go. See how many of these we can fit in here, and then we'll get the trailer down and load it up. Go. Actually, we're going to move the wood chips next. Okay, so that answers that question. We'll leave this one here so that that can take that as soon as it has space. And then we're going to switch out our header or our front and get the wood chips moved, and once we've got the wood chips moved, we'll get the trailer down here and see if we can start loading that out with wooden planks. That's a nice big bucket, this. bit mad on the front of this, I think. Not sure you would put this on here. There we go, there's one bucket. Second. Right. Yeah, we're going to get water after this. Wow, we still have 7,000 litres of wood chips in the other bay. I do find this a little bit mad. This whole thing that, you know, you just move the wood chips from one bay to the other. It's quite cool. It is quite cool that this factory basically recycles its waste. Okay, not quite full. Oh yeah, 20,000 is that full. Okay. In which case, what we're going to do is run up here. Start this up. And we'll use this to get the harvest trailer. So, a situation where I need 2 tractors. Yeah, something a bit more powerful, I think. Would be useful around here. Maybe a T5. I have a modern T5 would be a... I haven't had a T5 on any map yet in this game. So maybe a modern... New Holland T5. Which is that little bit more powerful. Yeah. Wow. Not much has... All of that wood and not much has come out of it. The other thing to do with our tipper here is just to hold off. To use this. Whoa! Quite over the trailer by the looks of things. There we go. Oh, come on. I'm going to move the tractor. Because apparently I can't seem to get wood chips in a trailer. Ah, dear. There we go. I think this I've had a similar issue actually with this trailer on Oakfield. I think this trailer has a very weird collision or a very weird trigger for when you're putting stuff into it. I think it's quite low, and if you don't get the bucket right into the trailer, then it doesn't actually mark as being in the trailer. Yeah, because we did. We had this on Oakfield at the weekend, I think. There we go. Right, that's all done. We'll just park that trailer out of the way for now. We don't need any further wood chips. What we do need to do is load up the trailer. Oh, actually, no. What we do need to do is go and get some water. So I'm going to go and do that. Just put our weight down here. And go and get our water trailer. I think this tractor will handle going up and down the hill, but we'll find out with this Aquatrans. If not, it definitely will be time to get a more powerful tractor. There we go, and away we go. Perfect. We've managed to avoid opening the door on this today, which is quite good. Normally, when we're using the front loader, we really tend to open that door a lot, like that. Go right down we go. Yeah, going downhill here is not so difficult as going uphill. And it's one I need to open this map up actually in GE and smooth out this road slightly because it's a little bit too steep. It's lovely and a wonderful idea, but yeah, it's when your trailer's ground out on it, it's yeah, or lifted. Actually, it's the trailer's lifting the back axle up off the ground. Water, see, and that water is quite high. Right, so we have to head this way. Wait, we take the water straight out of the river, just the other side of that rickety bridge there. Just over here. So off at the railway tracks. Down here. And then the easiest place is to turn here and then just reverse the trailer up. If I remember correctly. I thought that was my point where I load up. I could be wrong, of course. Ah. I'm trying to remember where I got my water from before. I thought it was here. Maybe not. There is another bridge further up. I can try. I've got to get back across this one now. Oh dear. Right, there we go. Right, let's reverse this up. There we go. Right. I am just going to go and find this water, and then that's where we'll end if we can get this back up. Yeah, Ford has 20% wood chips. This Joskin, I do like this Joskin Trans. It's default trailer in the game. Right, there's our other road bridge. Ah, I can see a bit. I think I can see a bit where you back down at the side there. We'll give this one a try. Yeah, I can see a couple of bits either side of here. It does seem to drop off fairly sharply. This is the last bridge, though. Let's give this a try. There we go. God, that is not a... That is really quite steep. Maybe we weren't far enough in the water down the other end. But that is, yeah, that is worryingly deep. Right, I'll head back out this way. Just see if we can get back and unload this. Yeah, it's struggling a little bit, which does worry me as far as actually getting anywhere with this. Right, here we go. Ah, that's the railway line. We're gonna have to... Okay, I don't advise this. This is not a wise course of action. But I want to get back. And the only way I can do that easily is to go along the railway line. No trains coming, fortunately. There we go. Now, I'd be interested to see how many people are still in the video at this point. So, if you are, please put in the comments, I see what you did. And don't put anything else. Don't let anybody else know that I drove across the train tracks or anything like that. Just put in the comments, I see what you did. And we'll see who's watched to about 35 minutes into the video. Right. Oh yeah. If we're struggling up this bit, we are going to have trouble on the next. So here's the next bit. where it levels out, and then it just gets a little too hard on the next bit, I think. We do need a more powerful tractor than this. Need to get a little bit of speed up. Make it, I can just about make it. The next bit is where it gets harder to do that. Oh, I think we might actually make it because it's leveling out a bit. Wow, we actually managed to get the whole way up here with the Joskin. So a tractor that is slightly more powerful than this Massey is probably a good bet. And I think we're at the stage now where we can either keep the Ford. We could keep the Ford because we won't get much money for it. Just run around the yard with it. This Massey does do a lot of the work. I think we need something just a tad more powerful that we can just run around with. But let's get up here and... Right, I'll find my trigger point for this, which if I remember correctly is a bit of a pain. It's either here or down the side here. Should be about here-ish. So bring this up. This is I did yeah, I did have an issue with the map recently for this. Right, should be here. Because there's no indication of where the water gets unloaded here. Yeah, there we go. So there's a big box here where you unload the water. Nothing mentions it. No indicator or anything of unloading the water, or even any indicator that you use the water. So, yeah, that's a bit odd. Right, so that's where we're going to end it for today. All that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.